Hello everyone, this is Alex over here from Trilabs, and today we are going to cover the second topic, which is percentage change. So in this section we are not going to discuss any specific trick or anything in specific, but what we are going to do is we are going to solve 4 questions one by one, starting with 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then we are going to see how we are going to deal with percentage change scenarios which is asked in questions. So let's just dive into the first one. So the first question is, if x is 50, y is 40, then is x is what percent more than y is what percent more than x is what percent of y, and y is what percent of x. So in the first one, which tells that x is what percent more than y, so clearly we can see it is asking like how much, what percentage is, like let's say x is 20% more than y, 13% more than y. So how to calculate those is, what we have to do is, since we already know that x is greater than y, so we are going to take the difference, okay, which is nothing but 50 minus 40. This is a difference divided by, now what to put in denominator, which is this part, like more than what, more than y, so what is y, 40. So this multiplied with 100 will be the answer. So what will this come up to be? 50 minus 40 is nothing but 10 by 40 into 100, 10 by 40 into 100, so this will be nothing but 25%. So x is 25% more than y. So now let's check how much y is more than x. So same scenario over here. What we are going to do is we are going to take the difference, which is nothing but 10. I'm going to directly put 10 over here, divided by, what to put in denominator is this part, more than what, more than x. So x is nothing but 50, so 10 divided by 50 into 100. Now this will be nothing but 20%. Okay, 10 by 50 is 1 by 5, 1 by 5 into 100 is nothing but 20. So y is 20% more than x. You can clearly see that this is not vice versa. Okay, meaning if x is 25% more than y cannot be 25% more than x at the same time. Okay, so in this scenario this is the case. Now third question is, x is what percent of y. Now this is slightly different, because in the other two we had to calculate first quantity is greater than how, by what percent the first quantity is greater, and not what the first quantity is of second quantity. So both are different. So how are we going to approach this one is, x is what percent of y. So x is what percent of y, meaning x divided by 40. What to put in denominator is again of whatever quantity is there. So 50 by 40 into 100, correct. So this will be nothing but close to, I think 125%. Yes, 125. 50 by 40 is 5 by 4, 5 by 4 into 100, 4 is 25, 25 into 5 is 125, correct. So x is 125% of y, and that is clearly illustrates that x is more than y. So yes, x is 50, y is 40, which is observed. So now what the next question is, y is what percent of x. So here we have to do the reverse thing, 40 divided by 50. What to put in the denominator is percent of x, like what quantity is mentioned over here. Okay, so 40 by 50 into 100. So will this be also same? Obviously no, this will be 80%. And we can clearly observe that y is only 80% of x, clearly meaning that y is less than x. So is it? Yes, y is less than x. So these conditions are satisfied. Let's move on to the next question, which is an interesting one itself. Let's say the earning of two person A and B are in the ratio 6:5. So two questions are there. By what percent A earns more than B, and by what percent B earns less than A? So in order to solve this, what we have to do is we have to assume, let's say the salary of A is 6:5, right? So it will be 6k, and the salary of B we have to assume it to be 5k. So question is, by what percent A earns more than B? So meaning by what percent A is greater than B, correct? So we have to take the difference, 6k minus 5k, which is nothing but k. So we are going to do 6k minus 5k, which is k divided by more than what, more than B. So divided by 5k, and this will be multiplied by 100. This will be nothing but 20%, because 6k minus 5k is k by 5k will be 1 by 5, and 200 will be nothing but 20%. Next question, by what percent B earns less than A. Here also we have to take the difference, which will be nothing but 6k minus 5k, which will be k divided by what percent? B earns less than A. Okay, so k by what we have to put? Less than A. Since we have to calculate less than A, so it will be 6k. K by 6k will be nothing but 1 by 6, and into 100 this will be nothing but 16.66%. So guys, we need to remember this. Remember, we when we were talking, or when we were discussing percentage to fraction topic, we discussed like 1 by 6 is 16.66. So we see that this is occurring. 1 by 5 is 20, 4 by 5 is nothing but 4 by 200 is nothing but 80. So 4 by 5 is 0.8. So we have to clearly look into these scenarios. So let's talk about this third question, which is, let's say the price of an article is increased by 25%, then by what percentage should be decreased to bring it back to normal? Okay, so in order to solve this, we have to assume, let's say the price article is A and the price is 100, assuming, and let's say the price is increased from 100, increased by 25%. So after 25% increase, it will be 125. So now it is asking by what percent it should be decreased so that 125 is decreased to 100. So what will be this? So will it be 25 or not? You need to check. So I suggest you to pause the video and go back and check whether if we increase 25%, it becomes 125 in 100, and if we decrease 25%, will it be 100 or not? Okay, so suggest you to pause the video and go ahead and look into the solution. Okay, so we need to calculate, we need to go back from 125 to 100, correct? So basically it is asking, if you want to see it another way, like by what percent is 100 less than 125? We can calculate it in that way, or by what percent 125 is greater than 100, because if you were to bring on 125 to 100, we basically means by the amount 25 is what percent in 125, correct? So basically we have to do is we have to subtract 125 minus 125 minus 100. So basically this question is nothing but by what percent is 125 greater than itself. Okay, so 125, or you can correlate it with this one, by what percent is x more than y. Okay, it's similar to this kind of questions. So 125 minus 100 divided by 125, and then this will be multiplied by 100. Okay, so this will be close to nothing but 125 minus 100 is 25 divided by 125 into 100. So 25 into 5 is 125, and 5 into 500 by 5 is nothing but 20%. So this is nothing but 20%. You can clearly see that if we increase 25% in 100, it is 125, but if we have to bring back 125 to 100, we need to decrease 20% of 125. So the question here is, we can sum up in this way, that what percent is the difference greater than 125? So that is basically we need to calculate like what percentage, I mean what is the percentage of 25, what the difference in 125. That's what we need to calculate in this part. Moving on to the last and the most important question is, A's income is 16% more than B's income. B's income is 25% more than C's income. Then by what percent is A's income more than C's income? So we can again calculate in this way, that we can assume, let's say C's income to be 100. Okay, then in this case B's income will become 125. Okay, and then again A's income is 16% more than B's income. So 16%, yeah, so 16% more than B's income, which is 125, will be nothing but 145. So now we need to calculate by what percent is A's income more than C's income. So by what percent is 145 greater than 100, which will be nothing but 45%, which you can clearly see over here. Okay, so this question can be solved in a better way, and it's a trick which we call as successive percentage calculation. In that, what we basically do is, basically successive percentage topic is a part of our next video, so we'll not discuss in detail, but I'm just going to show you how I calculate, like how I was supposed to calculate by what percentage is A's income more than C's income. So we have 16 and 25, so 16 plus 25 plus 16 into 25 divided by 100. So what will it result in? 25 plus 16 is 531. It's nothing but 41 plus 16 into 25 by 100. 25 into 4 is 100. 4 plus 16 plus 4. Yes, so this is nothing but 45%. So we clearly got the correct answer. So this process is called a successive percentage, and this topic is a part of our next lecture. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for watching.